Hey y'all, welcome back to A Dinosaur in the Library. I'm Dawn, and I'm here to talk about a new book that I have just read. So a few weeks ago, I was on Instagram, and I follow pretty much every publisher that has an Instagram that I know of. And Quirk Books posted a picture of one of their brand new books, Warren the 13th and the All-Seeing Eye, and it's a gorgeous book, but they said if, you were interested in doing a review, please email them and they would send you a copy. So I, of course, jumped at the chance because the book sounded adorable. And so, full disclosure, they did provide this book to me for free in exchange for an honest review. And if you've been here for more than a minute, you know I am not ashamed or afraid to tell my exact opinion of everything. So my opinion of this is my own. As I said, the title of this is Warren the 13th and the All-Seeing Eye, written by Tania Del Rio and illustrated by Will Stahl, I think is his name. And this is Warren here on the front cover, the little Igor looking dude. And this is obviously the ARC. This is not the finished copy, but the finished edition looks gorgeous. It's a red color, I think, and there's all the illustrations are in here, but they're gorgeous illustrations, and I think that I'm gonna love to see the finished product of this in a store somewhere. This book came out this week, so November the 24th. So this is available for purchase now. Anyway, so Warren is a little kid who is the 13th in a long line of Warrens, and this family owns a hotel out in the forest named the Warren Hotel, and every generation takes over the hotel and they take care of it, and it's treated as part of the family almost. And one day Warren the 13th's father dies and leaves him an orphan, so he's too young to take over the business by himself, and so his uncle moves in, and I think his uncle's name was Rupert. Now I can't remember, but anyway, his uncle moves in, and his uncle is useless. He's completely lazy. He doesn't do any work. He doesn't want to do any work. So the formerly really popular, really successful hotel starts to go downhill. All of the people who work there quit because they're not making any money. The only person who stays on is the cook, who is super awesome. And poor Warren is left trying to take care of the hotel all by himself because he really does love the hotel. He was raised to love the hotel, and this is what he assumed he would be doing for the rest of his life, but he's afraid that his uncle is going to run it into the ground so far that he's not going to have anything left to take care of. So he spends his days cleaning and fixing as much as he can, but he is a little kid, so it's kind of hard for him. And then his lazy, useless uncle, who does absolutely nothing in this world but tick me off in this book, meets a woman online named Anaconda and marries her. And she is a terrible, terrible human being. So if you've read or seen the movie of James and the Giant Peach, she reminds me of his aunts. She really does. She's awful. She treats poor Warren terrible, won't let him eat anything but porridge, period. Like, nothing else but porridge, which is why the cook is so awesome, because he takes care of Warren. But she punishes him for no reason, locks him in the basement, locks him outside, just all kinds of terrible things, and expects him to do all these chores. Well, she's not doing anything but tearing the hotel up herself, and which you find out why later, and I won't spoil that. But she's a terrible human being, and there are other characters that come in. So at the very beginning of the book, part of the mystery of this entire book is there's a legend that says there is this magical amulet known as the All-Seeing Eye, and it's supposed to be somewhere on the hotel grounds. So that is part of the whole mystery of the book, is figuring out what this is and where it is and that kind of thing. And there's lots of people who want this magical amulet. And at the very beginning of the book, this mystery guest shows up, and there have been no guests for like 5 years, and then this guest just shows up one day, and I don't know how well you can see, but the guest's face is all wrapped up. Warren says like a mummy, but what it mostly reminds me of is Claude Rains in the 1933 edition of The Invisible Man, and his face is all wrapped up. He's wearing the glasses to make himself look normal. And this is what this guest is doing. So Warren is trying to figure out who this guest is and why they're so mysterious. And they're also all trying to figure out where this All-Seeing Eye is. And they find out all these clues from his ancestors and things like this. So I won't tell too much because I don't want to ruin anything for you, but this book is full of awesomeness, full of weird supernatural kind of things. But it is a middle grade book, so it's not super intense. If you're thinking of buying this for, a younger kid, it's not that intense. I think if, you know, it's not that bad. Obviously this is a middle grade book, so the puzzles were not that trying on my brain, but for maybe an 8 or 9-year-old, they might be something really fun for them to work out. But even I had fun working them out, even though they took me very, like, no time. I really did enjoy this book. I think I gave it either a 4 or 5 star. There's already a second book in the works. It's supposed to come out the end of next year, and I'm really, really looking forward to that. As soon as I finished this one, I went hunting around and found out that there's a second book coming out at the end of next year, and it's just really cute. And on the back it says, warning, this advanced reader's copy contains witches, secret codes, monsters, mazes, and sinister material. And I'll read you the back because it's a really cute. Meet Warren the 13th, the lone bellhop valet, waiter, groundskeeper, and errand boy of his family's ancient hotel. It's a strange, shadowy mansion full of crooked corridors and mysterious riddles, and it just might be home to a magical object known as the All-Seeing Eye. King Warren deciphered the clues and find the treasure before his sinister Aunt Anaconda and a slew of greedy hotel guests beat him to it. So yeah, this is the first in a new series. So lavish 2-column Victorian design, and it is printed that way. So you've got pages set up like this, and then you've got all these gorgeous illustrations, and you get sometimes you get things going on with the aunt, and the pages are black, and the page headers are written backwards, because she's just a terrible human being, right? I can't stand her. But like I said, this came out November 24th, so if you're looking for a Christmas present or holiday present for whichever holiday you happen to celebrate, or if you don't celebrate any and you just really want to buy somebody a book, this might be a really good one for middle grade readers or people who just like middle grade books like I do. So I really, really did enjoy this, and I'm looking forward to the second book coming out next year. And thank you very much to Quirk Books for sending this to me, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I will be back soon with another video, and I hope to see you then. Bye!